President Trump just announcing a 25% tariff on foreign-made cars. It goes into effect in less than a week. It will certainly have big impacts on car manufacturers. Let's go live to Washington to talk about this with Doug Luzader. Doug, good morning.
Good morning.
So we heard the announcement yesterday. The White House obviously hoping companies will start building their cars here in America to avoid the tariff. We did see a Hyundai plant that was kind of being debuted yesterday. So that's the hope, but there might be some short-term pain for some manufacturers.
Yeah, it's exactly it. I mean, it's short-term versus long-term here. The short-term is going to see some increased prices on vehicles. There's really no way to get around this. I mean, this isn't a 2.5% tariff, it's a 25% tariff, and that's tough for any importer to absorb. So most of this will have to be passed along to consumers, which will result in higher prices. The White House seems to acknowledge this, but their argument here is that in the longer term, more jobs will be coming here to the United States, and that will offset those short-term costs. But look, you know, this is, by its very nature, inflationary, and this is a concern at the White House, the impact that all of these measures could have on the inflation rate as we close in on those midterm elections.
Yeah, at a time when numbers are coming down in other ways, for sure. Let's talk about reaction in terms of Auto Workers Union Canada. What have we heard so far?
Well, Canada's not thrilled. A lot of other countries are not thrilled about this. The United Auto Workers Union is very happy about this. I mean, they think that the president's vision here is correct, and that this will ultimately result in more manufacturing jobs here at home. It really is just a question of timeline.
Yeah, Doug, it's going to look at some I mean, you think of Tesla, you think of some American manufacturers that, even though they're American companies, like I know Tesla and some others have moved a lot of their manufacturing here. You're going to find out now because these tariffs are going to pinpoint which ones are and which ones aren't.
Yeah, if you're manufacturing here, and the president even brought this up yesterday, that if you're manufacturing here in the United States, this is a great announcement. Suddenly, your products are even more competitive against foreign imports. On the other hand, if you manufacture, even if you're a U.S. company, if you're manufacturing abroad, that's going to be an issue.
We also heard lumber, computer chips. There could be some other things coming in the next week or so.
The president and he openly admits this, loves tariffs. And this is something that goes, even back further than his first term in office. He has long spoken in support of tariffs, of trying to kind of level the playing field with other countries that impose tariffs on U.S.-made goods.
Yeah, as you know, of course, markets don't always like him. They're holding in today, so we'll see where they go. But this can rattle markets for sure.
That's right. I just checked. Futures are up a little bit, but generally the markets don't necessarily absorb this kind of news lightly.
All right, we'll see where it goes. Got to leave it there. Doug, always good to see you. Thanks.
Thanks, Ryan.